We're getting some snow and it's supposed to turn to freezing rain, so I expect to lose power. Let me show you how I have my generator set up. So there's my generator. We wheel it outside and plug in to here. This cord that's held together with tape is what we'll plug into the front of the generator. We have 4 wires, and you see that hooks in? That means it's a 30 amp. If it hooks out, it's a 20 amp. This cord runs over to the front of my house, over by my service for my inlet. This is what it looks like in Maine. Pretty cool, I love it. But here's my service, and this is where the other end of that cord is. It plugs into this inlet. 4-wire cord, 4-wire inlet, put it in, quarter turn. Okay, that wire comes off the inlet into the panel and feeds this generator breaker. The way this interlock piece works, I cannot turn on the generator until I turn off the main. This will stop power from inadvertently going out to the utility while we're running on the generator. Okay, the other thing I do is I put little yellow tape on the loads that I think are too much for my generator. So I get my dryer that I will turn off. I get my garage heater that I will turn off. I have my pool that I will turn off. I have my mini splits that I turn off. I don't know what happened to that yellow tape, but I leave my range powered. Yeah, it won't run all 4 burners. Yeah, it won't run the oven, but I can still boil water and make spaghetti if I'm careful. So I made this video twice. This is the second one. The first one, I had a section where I added in all the code rules that apply to generators. The problem is generators span the whole book, and every time I tried to talk about code rules, I either found out that there was an exception, there was another part to it. I just think there's too much with generators to fit in a 2-minute video to cover all the code. But if you want to add the code reference in the comment that says why you need an interlock, do you want to add the code reference that says why you need 4-wire? Do you want to talk about whether or not you have to bond the frame of your generator? So maybe individually I will cover all those topics with their own video if it ever gets interesting enough for me. But I just figured I would show my install because it's about as simple and as cheap of an install as you can do if you want to power your house. I don't have a fancy generator because my driveway is too crappy and the propane trucks don't make it up here in the winter. So if I was to burn through all my propane from a generator, I would be without heat or hot water for the rest of the winter except for my mini splits. So instead of risking that, I have a cheap little setup and I lug gas up and down the hill with my 30-gallon Vevor gas can. All right, thank you very much.